Welcome to my Mindfulness for Beginners playlist. And I want to offer 5 ways to work to build concentration in meditation for beginners. Before I get into that, I just want to offer different practices for building concentration. We often think of building concentration as just focusing on the breath. And although the breath is a great way to build concentration, I want to offer some alternatives. First, we can do different things with the breath. We can use a counting exercise. I'll link to what that looks like down below, an article about it, as well as a meditation. We can use loving kindness, the phrases of loving kindness, as the object of our awareness to build concentration. We can use like visual concentration, looking at a flame, for example. So if you're really struggling to build concentration, try a different object maybe, or try a different practice. If you have a question about this, I'll put my link to contact me below. You can write me an email or send me a WhatsApp. I'm happy to offer some suggestions. So my first tip for building concentration is to practice gently, to not over effort or strain. And I mention this a lot in my guided meditations, that we think, and I'm guilty of it too, that's why I say we, that in order to concentrate, it requires some like straining or some effort. And to some degree, it does require some effort. We can't be too lazy about it. But in my work with students, I far more often see people who over effort than under effort. When we over effort, we get kind of tense and rigid and almost anxious. Instead, be gentle about the practice. I think the word concentration itself can lead to this idea that that's how it needs to look. The actual word in the Buddhist teachings that we translate as concentration actually means like collectedness, which I like. It's collecting our attention or awareness. Another teacher, Lee Brasington, translates it as indistractability. But there's this quality of concentration that is gentle, is kind. Look out for the straining or tensing. Be a little more playful and gentle with it. Number 2 is use the wandering mind as a tool. I feel like I repeat this constantly, but it's because it's so important. When the mind wanders off and you bring it back, that's strengthening concentration. It's like going to the gym and doing a rep of something, picking up a weight and lifting it. Every time the mind wanders off and we bring it back, we're strengthening this mental muscle. So see if you can find a shift in perspective here from the wandering mind being a distraction or a problem or a huge obstacle to an opportunity. This goes with the previous tip of like, be a little more playful with it, a little more gentle. If we over effort and strain, every time the mind wanders off, we can fall into like beating ourselves up or like that kind of mental sighing, like, ugh, it wandered again. Try to shift that attitude to, ooh, I caught it wandering and I'm bringing it back. Nice. Number 3 is be consistent. I talk about this constantly. I'll include a link down below to the research I'm about to mention. But studies show repeatedly, with meditation specifically, that consistency is more important than duration. If you take someone who meditates 30 minutes a week, the person who meditates 4 or 5 minutes every day is going to have more growth in concentration and mindfulness than the person who meditates 1 time a week for 30 minutes. Consistency helps us build a habit and make it a regular habit, and consistency is more correlated with the benefits of meditation, including concentration. So if you want to build concentration and you're struggling and you're meditating sporadically, my recommendation to you is to find a way to sit every day if you can, even if it's just for 5 minutes. That will generally support your concentration in a substantial way. Number 4, stick with one object of awareness. I know I opened this short little talk with offering different ways to practice, but pick one and stick with it. And stick with it for a month at least, I'll say. I know that can be overwhelming sometimes to think about that, but stick with it for some time. As we really stay with one object, we get to know it more clearly. We get to dive in a little more deeply. It becomes more interesting. And it goes with consistency as well. As we practice with the same thing, it builds this consistency and we fall into a collected mind more easily. And finally, 5, practice in daily life. You don't need to do a super slow walking meditation every time you're outside. But if you're working with the breath, return to the breath throughout your day. Take a couple deep breaths, mindful breaths, and try what I call single tasking. I didn't invent that term, but it's the opposite of multitasking. Rather than having multiple things going on at once, see if you can just do one thing at a time and be present. A good example is when I get in the car to drive, I put on music like the first thing I do. Instead of doing that, try just driving in silence and being present for driving. I find that it's lovely sometimes to, especially when I'm driving through town, to roll the windows down and really be present with the experience of moving and driving. This trains the mind to not need that much stimulation and can support our concentration both in and out of meditation. Hi, I'm Matthew. I want to invite you to our Introduction to Mindfulness mini course. It's free, it's a week long, and it contains talks and meditation practices to help you understand exactly what mindfulness is and how you can get started on your path. To learn more and sign up, you can click the link right here.